I have a frequently recurring thought, and that is that we human beings, humanity's insanity, might be beginning to ease away. Some time ago, the late 1960s, that popular song, The Age of Aquarius, and there's been some big changes since then. Prior to that, very little by the way of spirituality other than through the organised religions. And we know what that has done for us over history. Organised religions and ideas have caused a lot of conflict between the people of the world. But I think we're coming out of that now. People are finding their own truths, their own self-realisation, their own godliness, if I might put it that way. And this is very promising. If you look at the bookshelves today compared with what they were 50 years ago, you'll see lots and lots of books on self-knowledge, self-understanding, spirituality without religion, or perhaps references to some of the Eastern religions such as Buddhism and the truth contained therein. I think we are on an upward trend here because we all know, if we've studied psychology in any way, or even just lightly, we know that we all have this ego, we have this self-image, and we know that our self-image and our ego is based in fear. Just an idea in our mind which has no real solidity and lives in fear of its being discovered. But more and more people are starting to realise that they are not their self-image, not their ego, but something greater. To me, this is very promising. Every time I look on social media nowadays, I see more and more people are learning about themselves and being willing to put their learnings out there, to be vulnerable, so that other people know what they believe, instead of hiding behind the doctrines and learned writings of people who wrote things nearly 2,000 years ago and swear that nothing has happened since. We know that that is not the case. Humankind is evolving, and evolving very quickly. Not so much in the physical aspects, but certainly in the mental and spiritual aspects. People are starting to question, why am I here? What am I? Is there a purpose to my life? These are questions which very, very few people asked themselves even half a century ago. Nowadays, it's becoming commonplace. I do believe that we're on an upward swing towards a better world. We know that what we've done in the past, the ego minds have kept everybody separate and still do today. All of our institutions, in fact, nearly everything is based on fear, based on ego fear. Will I be safe? Will it be stolen from me? Will I have enough? As we gradually realise that we always will have enough, there's enough for everyone, and that the world is improving and becoming safer, despite what the media tells us, we will come out of this fear-based, egoic insanity which has kept us imprisoned since caveman days. We are now evolving very rapidly. And once the world is united, really united, that's when we will start looking outside of this world. This is when the real space exploration will begin. And who knows? Some of those other entities, other beings outside of our ken might at last accept humanity as being safe enough to be contacted. Who knows?